Red, White, and Royal Blue, the movie. Y'all, if y'all didn't see my trailer reaction, you should go watch it. But also, the book this is based on, I just love it. It's such a comfort read for me. I have read it multiple times. I don't remember exactly when I read it for the first time, but I know that I read it like twice, like back to back. And then I read it a couple times, like probably a year later. But it has been a couple years. So even though I love it and it's such a comfort book, there's some things that I probably just don't, remember. So I feel like, especially watching the trailer, I'm like, there's gonna be a lot of things on here that are gonna feel fresh. And I'm like, ugh, I'm just excited to see kind of these characters come to life. First of all, because I just remember just loving the characters so much. And actually, when I read the book for the first time, I was like, they need to make this a series. Like, that's what I was thinking at first. But then they announced the movie, and I was like, that's fine too. So, yeah, it's actually been, since they announced it, I was like waiting for it. So the anticipation has been real. I'm excited. The trailer looks great. I am gonna keep my expectations though separate to what the book is. You know what I mean? Because like clearly it's an adaptation and it's also a 2-hour movie. You know what I mean? Like they can't really put everything in the book in a 2-hour movie. So I'm just gonna treat it separately, you know what I mean? And just fall in love with the movie, you know? Also, I'm recording this at night. And for those of you who have followed me for a while, I live in Puerto Rico and I live in the mountains. So, and it's, since it's nighttime, the night here, it's loud. So I'm sorry if you can hear like, birds and chirping and things from outside. It's, again, really loud. But I couldn't wait. This came out like a couple hours ago. So I had to sit down and watch it. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, the full uncut reaction will be on Patreon. Link down below. Enough rambling. Let's just go. Let's go.
And to cheer the prince's younger brother, Prince Henry, known affectionately as Prince of England's Hearts, the wedding reception boasts a who's who of international guests, including Alex Claremont Diaz, the charismatic son of the American president.
The cake alone costs a...
Sorry. The chaos already of him like sneaking a peek. Alex. Jesus.
£25,000. They practically had to break the doors down to get it inside. It's obscene.
You're not gonna want to hear this, but that Prince Henry is so yummy.
Nora, no. He's such a snob.
Oh, you know what is obscene? Is how attractive the president's son is. Have you ever met him?
Yes, a few times. He's very animated. How's it going?
Oh my god.
Wow. That?
A mess.
Henry!
Oh god.
What's up? Long time no see. Oh, you gotta wonder how many families you could feed with what this cake costs.
Oh my god.
Tell me something, Your Majesty.
Magnificent thing.
Yes, Alex. Did your parents send you to snobbery school, or does looking down on people just come naturally to you?
King.
Oh, thank you for the etiquette lesson.
You're desperately in need of one.
You know what?
Oh, Jesus. Listen, this part in the book is so... I said I wasn't going to compare. But, there are going to be moments where I'm, like, reminiscing. Jesus.
Henry!
Oh, my God. That's so much. Why does this feel like a 2000s kind of rom-com? I'm living.
I sent you to London with some pretty simple instructions. Represent the family at the royal wedding and don't cause an international incident.
Henry shoved me.
An urge I currently share with the prince.
Ah! Thora! What are you... Stop!
You're flying back to London tonight. He's not 6'2". Is he just fact sheet on me?
Yes.
He's gonna die on this hill.
You can hate Prince Henry all you want, but the minute you see a camera, you better act like the sun shines out of his ass and you have a vitamin D deficiency.
No.
And there is no getting out of this.
Gotta be joking.
Alex, it's good to see you.
Very tight schedule,
Oh
sir.
my God, wouldn't want to screw up the schedule.
You must stand to the right of His Royal Highness.
Is that protocol or just his good side?
Both. Should we do this?
Yes, sir. They're all yours, Jamie.
Don't be acting like both his sides are not good sides, sir.
Hey, Sean, you think maybe I can get a little?
You're fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
I mean, you should take that as a compliment, I feel like.
Whenever you're ready.
Alex has very strong opinions, and he shares them loudly.
What 3 words would I use to describe Henry?
How would people not pick up on the subtleties of, like, the shade? Because I'd be, as a spectator, I'd be like, these two hate each other's guts, okay?
How on earth did you end up on the floor in
Buckingham Palace.
covered in cake?
In the reign of Queen Victoria, they were having food fights all the time.
Vicky.
This man did not just say Vicky. He referred to Queen Victoria as Vicky. Jesus, Alex, I can't.
Percentile 33.
Yeah?
Makes sense.
What do you mean by that?
It means you got good taste, Alex.
Thanks.
Why'd you dislike
Aw.
me?
Ooh.
Climate conference in Melbourne, first night party. I went to introduce myself to you and you looked at me like I had head lice. Then you turned to your equerry and said, "Get me out of here." But it was my first foray into the world as a public figure and I was really scared and you could have helped me and you didn't.
Aww.
I'm sorry I was a prick to you. My father had died a few months before, and the palace insisted on parading me around.
Oh my god. He really said, are you having this man? But also, it's interesting to notice the little subtle changes that they're making in like the stories and some of the characters. I don't know how I fully feel about some of that, you know, but again, I'm not comparing.
Onus falls to the defendant to show not just
Not the turkey. Oh my god. Also, I just gotta say, I love how they're integrating the passage of time and like the texting and the getting to know each other and like, oh, the editing is great.
Don't ask mommy for a pet if you can't take care of it.
Why are you awake?
Because
Oh
some bellend decided to...
my goodness.
You're more of a human than I thought. Wow, thank you, Alex. That is so
Ooh,
flattering.
thighs.
No, I just mean, you don't seem like the kind of person that would name their dog David.
He's named after Bowie.
Why not just call him Bowie then?
On the nose, don't you think? Have I surprised you in any way?
Nope. You are just as ghastly as I imagined.
Lies.
I'm hanging up now.
No, I'm hanging up on you. Good night.
Who does this? Realistically, who does this? Not bromos who hate each other telling you that.
Oh,
Like him more than they like you.
well, they wouldn't if they knew him. Later.
Shut up. He needs to relax because he also likes Henry right now. Or else why would you call him in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning? You know what? Alex, shut up.
Nora, this is my best mate, Percy Conjo, who
Percy, my king. Anyway.
has been begging me for an introduction since the wedding.
You don't dance? All in the hips. Loosen up.
God.
Did you say till the sweat drops down my balls? Yeah.
This song just reminds me of that one scene in The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Betty White. Just an iconic scene. Stop. The visual of this? But this is how you know there's some affection towards Henry from Alex's part, because otherwise he wouldn't have even cared to come out here looking for him. You know what I mean? It's his party. There's like literally hundreds of people there. So he's not gonna like take his time to like come and get Henry and see what's going on with him. You know what I mean?
I was an anonymous working class kid for most of my life.
Henry's always been in the limelight, really.
Who would you be? Be a writer. Certainly date more. Oh my God, Henry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Christ, you're as thick as it gets.
Oh. Oh my God. Sorry. But the way, first of all, the way Henry, the hair, and then the way Alex just like melted into the kiss. And there it is.
Tell me more about this kiss. Did you like it?
Grabbed my hair in a way that made me...
I'm glad that that's the first thing he's mentioning, because that's the first thing I noticed.
understand the difference between rugby and football.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. I mean, you've been wanting him to dick you down forever.
What? Wrong.
Oh
No,
my God.
No.
How many guys have you been with?
Whoa.
Did you hear the question?
2. Once in high school and once with Miguel Ramos.
Oh my God, no wonder Miguel was giving him the eyes. Oh, that look.
I know. I owe you an explanation. My behavior was appalling. Shut up. Stop talking.
Oh my God. That realization from Henry, like, oh shit, wait.
Oh, God.
Henry's. Not him looking for a book. Somebody, please.
Then at midnight, you're going to come to my room on the 2nd floor of the residence where I'm going to do some very bad things to you.
Jesus.
When did you start to fancy Melbourne Climate Conference? First night party. Wow. You had a lot going on that night. Tell me about it.
I guess you could say I'm bisexual.
In the books is a much longer journey for Alex to accept the fact that he's bisexual. Or at least come to the conclusion.
Just to put it out there, I am as gay as a maypole.
I wouldn't mind doing this again.
I just can't afford for you to fall in love with me.
Okay,
wait a minute. No, that's not what I meant when I
Over
said...
yourself, Your Majesty.
It's your Royal Highness. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that.
He's like, God damn it, what kind of mess have I gotten into? And you can just see, I mean, when he made that comment about like, we can't afford you falling in love with me, it's clearly just Henry overthinking the fact, well, not really overthinking, but thinking about the fact that, you know, he's a prince and like, he will never be able to have this. That's what he's thinking. Whereas Alex, the way he's looking at Henry right now in these moments is like, God damn, I might fall in love with this man. And my heart can't take it already. The way that they're filming this, I can't. Did y'all see Henry just bouncing off the... No, because like, ooh, the way Alex is just so horny for Henry in this.
Do you have a last name?
My full name is Henry George Edward James Hanover Stuart Fox.
Uh-huh.
And I thought Alexander Gabriel Claremont Diaz was a mouthful.
He is.
Henry. Jesus.
I think we should make love tonight. Oh.
Damn.
Who's gonna do what? I've never... Oh my god. I am so not playing this cool right now. I'm careful. Oh. These buttons are quite sturdy.
He's impatient. I can't. Oh. Oh, Jesus. How do you do this and not fall in love? Like, that's my question. Like, it's impossible. God, put those away. Sorry. We're like, we're really getting into it. The close-ups and everything. Oh, I mean, he's also into politics.
I actually
right?
wish I could help more.
Right.
It's gonna be a tough campaign.
You see, Henry can't relate because he feels the total opposite. He wishes he probably wasn't even born into like the royal family, you know? But that's a burden that he was born into, whereas Alex and his family got into politics. Like, they were quote unquote normal people before they were in the White House. He's so excited.
Greetings from the Lone Star State. Dear
Ah.
Alex, I can't think of a single way to start this email except to say you're incredible. But he comes back to me in my dreams.
Why? Dude, this is illegal. Why would you do this? But also now your body comes back to me in my dream. Henry, stop being so poetic about this, like, thirst. Arms out. For what?
Henry, seriously. I'm out here giving my all for my mother. I can't have smut filling my inbox, corrupting my mind, and bulging my pants like this. Look, buddy.
Stop.
You know I am incorrigible. What are you doing here?
Oh, just a bit of skullduggery. Let me help you plan it.
You ever been on Grindr? Once unsuccessfully.
I mean, honestly, like, what would he do on Grindr? Just, like, look. Because, like, technically, you can't even peruse anonymously and then try to, like, do a meetup. Because, like, what? You show up and it's, like, the freaking Prince of England? Like, I mean, you'd have to, like, sign the NDA before opening the door to meet him.
Alex Claremont Diaz, it's almost 7. You have interviews to do. Let's get going.
What's going on?
Is there someone in there?
Oh, no.
I am coming in. Hey.
I know that it said nudity in the beginning, but, like, I'm genuinely... You know, this is a great pause. Because...
You hook up with some rando.
Oh, God.
Good morning.
The panic. The panic.
Don't you tell me what to do.
I mean, they were kind of portrayed as besties, so as long as they, you know, walk out fully clothed, I wouldn't, like, why would people assume? You know what I mean? And also, I just paused it here because, like...
But you're the one who decided to put your dick into the air to the British throne.
Well, technically, I'm the spare.
Not talking to you, sir.
I've met someone, and he happens to be Henry.
As in the Prince of England.
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah.
Mm.
So are you gay, bi, fluid, pan, queer?
What mom and bi.
Oh, all right. I just want to make sure you know you need to wear a condom if you're having anal intercourse.
Oh my God.
And we can, if you're bottoming, then you need the HPV vaccine. And I love you.
I love you too.
Gotta be honest, I thought because he was a prince that he'd be a little more of a candy ass.
So you like him?
What's not to like? Have a little more faith in your old man. You are, after all, talking to the patron saint of gender-neutral bathrooms in Austin, you little shit. Sometimes you just gotta jump. Hope you're not standing on a cliff.
Shark time! No! You are such a cretin. No, get off.
God.
We can walk through Austin holding hands, and it won't even matter if anyone sees us. I can
You're
take
kind
you
of
around
looking
all
at
the
it from
places
your
I
own
grew up.
perspective. Oh, this is what Henry was like afraid of because, like, I mean, you can just see it. He's like, oh shit. And not only because of the fact that Alex is saying this, but because he also feels the same way. But now he's gonna feel trapped because, like, he can't walk around even next year, like, with you in public. But Alex doesn't really, he doesn't really see it.
What I mean to say is, Henry.
Henry! I ended things with Alex.
Oh, Hen.
I mean, you technically didn't really end anything. You ran away, which is completely different. Oh.
And I didn't want to break his heart.
What about your heart?
He's talking as if these things haven't already happened. Like, you're literally, he's probably heartbroken over there, and you're heartbroken over here, so.
I wonder if what we do has any meaningful impact on people's lives.
Especially after hearing Alex, you know, talk about his aspirations and the things he wants to do with, like, the privilege he's been handed, and especially getting into politics and stuff like that. And we already know that Henry likes giving back and also helping people. And we saw that, I mean, obviously in the book is amplified, but here we saw that kind of like in the hospital scenes and the fact that he does that. Then he's like living this life where he's trapped, can't be himself. But then in his position, what can he actually do that's meaningful as like part of the royal family, you know?
Can we please talk?
Oh.
I'm going to let you say what you need to say, and then I'd like you to leave.
What's going on, Henry?
I don't know what more you want me to say, and I don't appreciate you barging in here in the middle of the night. Do you honestly think this is easy for me?
What else am I supposed to think? You won't talk to me. I've been losing my mind this week because the man I love has vanished from my life without an explanation.
Stop.
I stormed a fucking castle to look you in the eye and tell you that I love you, knowing that you wouldn't say it back.
I wasn't raised by a loving, supportive family like you were. My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another.
Oh.
We can figure out a way to love each other on our own terms, no one else's. So if you want me to go, you have to tell me to leave.
Please. Don't make me.
Because I would never leave this room if I didn't think there was any hope of holding on to the happiness that I found with you. Oh. And if you think otherwise, then you don't know me.
I would dream of taking somebody I loved here, and he'd love it as much as I did. We dance right here amidst all these statues.
I can't.
Shall I stay falling in love with you?
Please be patient with me, and I promise I will try and be brave for us. Because when they write the history of my life, I want it to include you and my love for you. History, huh? Bet we could make some.
That whole sequence from like Alex arriving to like going to the museum and dancing was like heartbreak, but also hopefulness and like just everything in between. Okay.
I want you to have some part of me.
Stop.
Until you can have all of me again.
Oh, stop it.
Now we're even. I love you. I'll be as patient as you need. What's going on?
Your emails to Alex have been hacked. They were posted overnight to Reddit.
How many of our emails?
All of them. I'm so sorry, Henry.
It is believed that this is the work of certain rogue elements within the media.
I bet I know who did it.
Now we have Miguel Ramos of Politico, who was the first American journalist to break this story and who has written extensive.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
Good morning. Henry and I have been together since the beginning of this year. We never imagined our most private and intimate thoughts, fears, and truths would become fodder for public examination.
I mean, Henry thought about it a lot.
The truth is, every queer person has the right to come out on their own terms and on their own timeline. This isn't about shame. This is about privacy and the fundamental right of self-determination. I fell in love with a person who happens to be a man, and that man happens to be a prince. He has captured my heart and made my life immeasurably better. I love His Royal Highness, Prince Henry George, Edward James, Hanover Stuart Fox.
Sean Travastova, this is our bank. I've got the first son in my office moving over the prince like a cow in labor, and I'm not going to get any work done until you put these two lovesick homosexuals on the phone with one another. I don't care.
I love her with a passion, okay?
I want you to march your skinny, perfect ass over to the prince, hand him your phone, or so help me God, you will never see me naked again.
Wait, what?
That was such a plot twist to me in the book. I was like, Jesus, those two together. Okay.
Hello?
Baby.
Oh.
Alex. Just hold on until I get there.
Oh.
We'll figure this out.
Okay, move over. I feel so lost right now. It feels like everyone hates me. They still love you. They love the idea of me. And now they are faced with the reality. Your speech was beautiful.
Oh.
Made me very proud to be your boyfriend. I'm always proud to be your boyfriend. Oh, sorry, I'm white and upper class, so my affection comes with strings.
Stop. The fact that Stephen Fry is the king, I'm living, okay? Great choice. You know, for those of you who might not know, sorry, but he's the voice of the principal in Heartstopper. You know, the voice we're always hearing over the speakers in Heartstopper? That's him.
Do you suppose that might explain these unseemly reports?
Did you not see Alex's speech?
I have directed Palace Communications to issue a firm denial of these accusations.
Oh
I
my
want your
God.
protection. I want your support. Alex and I love each other deeply.
Your primary responsibility is not your heart, but your country. And anything
Why can't it be both? Look, I understand it's also a matter of perspective in terms of like how the people view them, but still, you have to normalize it in order for people to just get accustomed to it.
Why must we maintain a traditional royal image?
Because the nation simply will not accept a prince who is...
But who decides it? You're the one who has to make the change in order for it to, you know what?
homosexual. Well, how many people? Right.
Damn.
That's settled then.
Oh my God, Henry, look at this. Apparently there are crowds forming in Manchester, Sheffield, Birmingham, Cardiff, Edinburgh, and Liverpool.
Oh.
I will no longer be the prince of shame and of secrets. Starting today, the world will know me for who I am, and not who you want me to be.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Yes.
There is no turning back if you go out there now.
I certainly hope not. I love you.
Oh.
I love you more. I think that's up for debate. Hey, Mom.
Hey, hon.
Imagine if he hadn't focused on Texas, if they would have just left it alone and Alex wouldn't have gone there and registered all those people to vote. Like, they would have been fucked. Like, she would have lost already.
I think my mom's working on her concession speech. You fought hard.
And it isn't over yet. You still haven't noticed my tie. Yellow roses. I read it was a thing in Texas. I thought it might bring you some luck. Oh my God.
The fact that he's here for the election is just, so sweet.
Ellen Claremont has carried Texas. President Ellen Claremont has been reelected as President of the United States.
Whew, I got literal chills.
Thank you.
We won.
We won.
After you.
Wow, you really are working class, aren't you? Shut
Oh
up,
my
Your
God.
Majesty. Do you want me to give you a tour of the house?
Yes.
Do you think anyone noticed?
I can't. I really can't. Okay, we can leave it on that frame. It was so good. It was just feel good. You know what I mean? It was such a feel good movie. Of course, there's a lot that wasn't really adapted from the novel. There were some changes made and stuff like that. Obviously, they focus, since it's a 2-hour movie, mainly on Henry and Alex and the romance and like how to overcome them being in love and being in these positions that they're in, especially Henry. And so because the focus was that, obviously we couldn't focus on some other characters. There were even some characters that are in the book that are not in the movie, which is understandable again. But it was just so sweet. Y'all know, if you have followed me and you've been here a while, that I love these types of romances and like cuteness and sexy and just other things, you know? And they really delivered. Chemistry was good, the script, the casting, some of the shots. I mean, the ones that stand out the most, I feel like the lake scene was really beautiful. The one where they're at the New Year's party and like the crowd goes down, but they're both just standing there like looking at each other like, oh, anyway. Just moments like that, I love them. For those of you who have not read the book and decided to maybe watch the movie first, I highly, highly recommend going back, reading the book, because you're gonna fall even more in love with the characters and some other characters. And obviously the story is very much expanded a lot more. There's a lot more story. So I'm definitely gonna be rewatching this one. But let me know what you guys thought down below as always. Let me know what you thought of the movie. Anything you would change if you've read the book? Are there any changes that maybe bothered you or that you loved? Let me know. And I will catch you guys in the next one.